Alright, we are getting ready for qualifying for the final race of the Kern County Championship. And this one is a long one, 300 laps with the Xfinity cars. So, also a 2.5 hour time limit on it, just in case things get really bad, but we've only got about 22 people, so it shouldn't get terrible, I hope. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, right now we are kind of, up here, but not on pace. Brake bias is very, very, very dangerous. So hopefully people remember to reset their brake bias after changing tires, because it seems like corner entry on fresh tires with the brake bias back a little bit is very snappy. We're going to get our run around. The set should be fairly tight, but if you're putting a ton of wheel in it, turning left, trying to keep it off of the wall, it's going to snap on you on exit, which I've seen a lot of, and we just kind of do there, trying to keep it off the wall. So there could be some bad wobbles off the corner out at 2 if people are pushing it too hard. We just overdrive and do terrible, and that is not going to be a good lap. A 9 is not going to cut it if everyone hits the laps that they were doing beforehand. Overdrove the corner, trying to get too much out of it. That did not go well.
This checkered flag.
So, we are falling backwards. Gavin gets a good lap up there in P2 right now. We're down to 7th. And we still got Mitch and Wesley to go. Those are 2 that I assume will beat our lap time easy. Tracy also, I didn't even see his name. He goes up there and on to pole right now with a 7.23. So track times have actually dropped off a bit. So not as terrible as I thought, but still not what it could have been. I guess track times haven't really dropped because Gavin didn't lose anything. So just a lot of people screwing up, I guess, on their laps. But yeah, 300 laps. Essentially a full distance Xfinity race. So I assume they would do that many laps here if they came here in real life. Looks like Colton is having internet issues. That's not good. Might be dropping out right now because that quality is plummeting right at the moment. So I will not advance if everyone gets checkers, and hopefully he falls out and gets back in time, because I don't think that's recovering. It's just continuing to go down. Alright, well, we're all the way back to 10th now. There we go. I was waiting for that. Colton drops. That quality, he's been having some internet issues. Weirdly, though, it seems to only be in hosted, I'm thinking. I don't know. Has it happened in an official race? He was fine through the IRP race, but maybe it is. Maybe it's just this time of day on a Sunday that is causing him issues. He gets connected back in time. So, yeah, looks like we are good to go. 30 seconds and we'll move on to the race. And I hope we can have as good of a race as we had with all the short track racing we've done this week. So, just going to keep Why does Billy want an EOL? He doesn't need a... Don't know why he would want that. Does he deserve one? I don't remember him doing anything. But, okay, we will give him an EOL. And if we can find it... Where are we at?
Line up on the inside.
Get
Closed.
too
Pit
screwed
road
up
is closed.
here. We got 2 pace laps.
4 additional sets
We got
of tires
lots
for
of
this race.
tires.
Be smooth and have a good run.
Didn't want to limit the tires too much. Allow people to kind of get on different strategies, because there's going to be probably some cautions throughout the race. I'm guessing Billy drove up onto the track to get some more laps in, and this place for some reason doesn't black flag you in qualifying for driving up on the track, even though there's the blue line there that counts in all the others, which, if they can do that, they need to do that for all the tracks for qualifying, because there's some tracks that you just can't even get up to speed in time, and in real life, they're usually pulling straight up onto the track, not stuck onto the apron. But, yeah, we gotta focus on this. I'm hopeful that we can just get a good groove going and not have an early caution, but we'll see if everyone can just drive within their limits, because people just start overdriving things a bit, and then it all goes to hell.
The pace car is in.
There's always a little bit of a speed up into the corner on the pace lap. Outside line doesn't get that great of a start. We did get some bonus position with Billy asking for an EOL.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Stay low.
I'm not going to push it too hard. Got a block up ahead.
Still there, hold your line. You're in the top 10.
Try not to flip the apron too much. And Colton apparently did not make the start, so he loaded in slow or something, and we've got somehow contact behind, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a yellow, so I will throw a yellow, because I was trapped on the apron, and I saw it. Looked like they were trying to be 3 wide there, though. I don't know why we're getting in such a hurry, but remind everyone it's a long race. I shouldn't have thrown the yellow, but I seen it, and there was people stacked up, and we also need to say that. But I didn't want Dante to be screwed over, and then this also gives Colton a chance to get the lucky dog and get back on the lead lap. It should, as long as he didn't get some contact or something weird there. Is it giving it to him? It is not. Alright, well, we will wave around. Don't know how he didn't get the lucky dog there.
Letter 36, carbide.
Looks like Daniel is in the pits. So, not starting off great. Again, I know I didn't have to throw the yellow there, but it wasn't going to be fair to the guy that spun. I was waiting to see if it would trigger a yellow, but there's so much apron that it did not happen. So, hopefully everyone just calms down a bit.
Pit road is closed.
I don't know how they really got stacked up there, but someone definitely got tapped in the corner. Starting on the outside this time. And we will just again slot in and run some laps, because right now first 200 laps of this race really don't matter. Just don't get damaged.
Next time by, you're on the outside this time. 41.444.
Let's see what everyone decides to do this run.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready. Green flag, green flag. 34.971. Car inside, say hi. Clear inside. Inside, clear inside, inside. Clear.
Alright, lose the spot and fall in here.
19.802.
Not going to try to drive into the corner as hard as we can. JP is trying to drive into the corner as hard as he can. Just no point in it right now because we've got people in front of us.
19.676.
And the harder you push, the worse the right front is going to end up being, because I think it is going to really wear out more than people are expecting. Even though over a short little run the tires are even, I feel like as the track rubbers in more and more, the right front will start to struggle a bit. And if you're entering the corner too hard, you're going to have that struggle happen way sooner. So our goal is to stay low, not get on the gas too hard, not enter the corner too hard, not push up out of the corner really bad, but 2 is always going to be a bit of a struggle. John nearly pushed up into Zachary, that Andy does on exit. Zachary goes a little deep and wide there.
19.809.
But again, we're not pushing it. just taking our time, logging laps. Hopefully, we'll see a bit of tire wear come into effect on people. They'll start struggling to get through the corners and maybe have a harder time getting off the corner. Biggest thing is the wobbles off the corner are going to be very dangerous, so can't get stuck on the inside of someone who has some bad wobbling.
Outside. Stay low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
Almost overdrove that.
Clear high. 19.808. You're in the top 10.
Alright, back into 10th. Zach's going backwards. Looks like he's just struggling for a bit of turn. JP still has not figured out how to slow down for a corner.
19.72.
Got the brake bias at 61% right now. We'll adjust as needed. No, actually I have it at 63%, but I have it 2% forward. So it's set in the garage at 61, and we'll back that up as we go. But new tires can get very wobbly if you go too aggressive on that brake bias. Get very loose into the corner and go around. You can actually self-spin with too much brake bias at the back. Now as the right front wears down a bit, then you might not have that issue, but it does seem like the right rear might have some issues off the corner. So we'll be aware of that too, just because it is starting to, as much as we pushed it out of 4 there, and you okay? I don't like that. We're gonna adjust our line a little bit and try to solve that, because that is not an issue I've ran into yet. .845. Yeah, looks like it's going to be an interesting balance of getting the car off the corner and getting the car into the corner. There's definitely, going down low like that, it's apparently made it fairly loose off the corner. Running a little higher right now has made it better, or at least on a good long run. Don't know if anything has happened in the back or not, but almost 10% done. Making good progress. This is definitely one of the slower cars that we've raced as well, so longest race and a bit slower lap time wise is because it's heavier, and it is just a big stock car. We're starting to pull away from the guys behind, starting to catch a little bit on the cars ahead. Big question, 5 sets of tires. That means that we've got 60 laps that we got to do. on a set.
20.043.
Dropped into the 20s now. If we get to green flag pit stops, that's going to be scary, but we are a long ways away from that. 120 laps we can go on fuel at the moment.
19.965.
But got the car feeling better since we moved up the track. We might have to start looking for ways around. Otherwise, the guys behind are going to catch back up. Dan's looking to make a move on JP. He's trying a different line at the moment. See him adjusting his line behind, just seeing the yellow car pop out in different areas in the corner. How are we going to set up a pass here, though? That is the question. I don't think we want to be on the inside out of 2. Unless he has a bad push like that.
Still there. Outside is
He
clear.
lets us go, and it's good because we got no traction out of the corner, keeping it low and slow.
20.145.
Got Nick King and Brandon just ahead of us. Looks like Dan is getting to the outside of JP now. Looks like Nick is starting to have a bit of handling. Lets Brandon go.
20.079. Outside.
See if we can get it to actually hook up down here. Oh, he just lets us go. Alright, that's up into 8th.
20.243.
Dan and JP side by side now. Got a bit of a push through the center of the corner there. That wasn't good.
20.328.
See Gavin a few cars ahead, up in 5th. I'm sure Mitch and Tracy are just checked out, as they tend to do. We gotta probably be coming up on lap traffic as well. Not us, but the leaders. They are not. Rick is the closest, and he is just half a lap ahead of us. Only 3 seconds ahead of the leaders. Leaders are 6.5 seconds ahead. Just Tracy leading over Mitch. We've kind of slowed down here a bit. We need to get back in rhythm. Don't really feel like I need to adjust the brake bias. It's kind of been line dependent on handling, and the car is not getting as tight as I thought it would. So it'll be interesting to see what everyone else's tire wear is if they say after the race. Obviously, we're not going to see it as it happens in the race, but
20.268.
closing in on lap 50.
.195.
Sean's figured something out since we got around him. Kind of struggling to get off the corner at the moment. Traction is not really there. Yeah, it's really struggling off the corner now. So I assume we're gonna get a caution soon. Just hope it's not me. Try to find a better way to come off the corner. You would think the higher line out of 4 would be better, but so far I've really not found anything that feels like we can get the power down. You just kind of got to put too much wheel in it. The higher you go into 3. But great run so far by everyone. Although right now there's not a whole lot of racing happening. We're just all lined up going about the same speed. Trying not to be the one that causes the yellow.
20.271.
Looks like Dan has finally cleared JP. We were busy with our own fights. Didn't see that happen. JP just right behind him.
20.409.
A little too hard on throttle off the corner there. Just trying to go a little bit above the rubber right now. Feeling that out. Fall off now at 8/10. And that's to a not very fast lap, so probably about a 1.5 off of actual pace. Brandon's now caught Wesley, so Brandon looking good. Looks like Dakota and Wesley falling off just a little bit. Yeah, that center out of 4. I don't know if it's the seam again, but it is not liking things. You can see where people are starting to slip more because there's a definite rubber trail, especially out of 2. You can see
20.478.
Brandon has checked out from us. We've pulled away from Sean. We are currently sitting in 8 seconds behind, and leaders are in lap traffic now as JP is off. Looks like he has quit. He's 3 laps down. Rick, Daniel, and Frank are 1 lap down now. So not sure what happened with JP. Maybe he realized this race was way too long and said screw it.
20.351.
So times are still falling off. Oh, it looks like that might be JP up ahead, missing the rear bumper of his car, so there might have been a wreck that we didn't see. He's still chugging along. Just had a issue somewhere.
20.4.
Now we got a chunk of rubber that just hit the windshield that's going to be right where I'm looking the whole time. Just take it easy through here. Can't gain anything.
Clear outside. 20.592.
Brandon, though, he is moving through the field much quicker than us. All right, 64 laps in now. That possibility of having to pit under green is getting closer, but still 90 laps away. Feels like I made the setup just tight enough where you still have to manage throttle, but it's not knocking down the wall. I'm just going to take a moment here. I don't feel like I'm all that quick. Dakota looks like he has fallen off pretty fast. So Wesley might be wanting to get ahead of him before we pass. But yeah, low off at 2 is just not there. We'll take a bit. We definitely don't have a huge speed advantage like Brandon did. Just gonna size it up, see what we can do. Wait for a little mistake. He didn't get off the corner all that great there. Is there anything in the third lane? Very doubtful. Oh, we got some smoke way up in the third lane.
20.835.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, we're slightly faster, but right now he's got his eyes set on Dakota and he's kind of sped up. So we will let him go for that pass and then try to work some stuff out. It'll be interesting to see if we get a call or anything about the tires starting to wear. I don't think we're going to. Oh, Dakota gets loose off the corner. It's actually going to open things up for us.
Say hi, there's a car on the low side. Still there, hold your line. Clear, 20.637.
Now we can go to work on Wesley. A bit loose off of 4.
20.539.
Really having to manage the throttle. Dakota heading into the pits. Green flag stop. Can't make it from here, so thinking a 2-stopper. I just can't get enough grip to do anything with Wesley. And we just had a massive moment there. It'll be interesting if Dakota is actually doing a real stop. But I'm starting to feel like the right rear is melting. Or just the right side in general. So Dakota apparently has done a real stop. Yep, back out on track, so we'll see how much he can make up. I'm just going to settle in here because, well, I don't want to do that. The tires were feeling like they were going to start doing that off the corner.
On the high side, 20.745, still there. Outside, clear. Car outside.
Got Rick.
Still there, hold your line.
Yeah, I got no grip.
Stay low.
I think Wesley also just had that moment, and we were both giving up at the exit of the corner. But rear grip is gone, and we're just going to have to back things down a bit. We got a spin off of forward, but no yellow. Pretty sure yellows are on, so they might have saved it. We're halfway through a fuel run now, so it's saying we can do about 80 more laps. I don't think the tires agree with that though. And I don't think there's going to be people that are willing to back down, and they'll eventually just go till they spin out, which is unfortunate, but kind of how it goes in sim racing. But I've definitely backed down because holy crap, I can't get this thing off the corner. I definitely don't want to pit under green until we absolutely have to, and can make it to the end. But I know Dakota's going to be coming around the track very quickly soon, because these lap times have really died off. And we're headed towards the 21-second laps soon. And there is still way too many laps to go. Luckily, we're 37 minutes into this video, so we're getting through this quickly since it's been mostly green.
20.588.
But you can tell just how much the tires have worn off. Nothing against Rick, but he's a lap down and we're just same pace as him. Like, I just cannot get this thing off the corner. Now, here comes a surprise. I mean, not a surprise, but Billy is in 8th after asking for an EOL. Then we got Dakota on his fresh tires coming around. And Dakota's going to be a lap quicker, which means in about 20-30 laps, if it stays green, he could easily be passing us for position. But it is such a dangerous move to do, just because a caution and you are screwed. He's one lap down right now, just past Rick for 19th. Wesley's looking for a way around us, so we've just died out here. Maybe we've cooled the tires enough that I can start pushing it a little bit. Should get a little bit of room from Rick.
Car outside. Clear
Give the tires a nice 15 lap break there. Start pushing it again until we start feeling them slipping on exit again, and then back it off. Got a lot of traffic ahead right now. Got the main part of the back of the pack coming up.
507.
Oh wow, Zach has really fallen off. He's back in 18th right now, struggling to get that thing to go forward. He had a good qualifying lap. Rears are already starting to struggle again, so just ease it off a bit. We got a bit of a gap from Wesley. Plus we got a lot of things going on ahead of us, so we'll just need to be calm through this. Not force anything. Very good job though to everyone, because this is not been the easiest car to drive. Corner exit could easily have contact from someone getting loose off the corner and spinning down and hitting someone else. Or just overdriving entry and looping it.
Stay low. Clear high. 20.703.
God, how close are the leaders to us? Oh my god, they've lapped up to 11th place now. Dante, though, has got himself, or not Dante. Dante is the 5 car. Dakota is the one that pit. He has not got himself back on the lead lap yet. Back into the wall there, just got a bit loose in the corner. We are now a third of the way through this race.
Car outside. Still there.
Struggling for grip up off the corner.
Is clear. 20.756.
A pretty grueling race. I was thinking about dropping it to 250, but I was like, 300, we'll be okay. I just hope that it's not cluttered with yellows at the end. Wesley has stepped it up again. Connor gets loose on corner entry. That's gonna slow him down for a couple of laps with that tire heat that he's just added. Brandon, no idea where he is. He's gone. He's up ahead of the 2 lap cars ahead of us. Wesley overshot that, or I underdrove it, or I don't know what happened. People are probably starting to mentally check out as well, as can happen on long runs on a short track. We we got coming out of the pits here? That is Sean. He is pit in the 31. He wasn't too far behind us. So it's shown that we can go 55 more laps from here. So everyone that's pitting now is a two-stopper. That is Rick. He's gotten going. I believe he was coming out of the pits, possibly. He got himself going straight, though, so...
20.854.
Yeah, anyone pitting now is going to have to pit again if it goes green the whole way, which would be absolutely nuts. I'd have to check to see if I accidentally turned yellows off if that happens. But each time so far, things have been people down on the apron, so I just didn't want someone getting screwed over on the very first few laps of the race. But it looked like Rick had a moment coming out of the pits, possibly, because we had just passed him.
Outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high
Getting any grip
side.
up off the corner.
Still there. 20.672. Still there. Stay low.
Loose on entry as I tried to drive in harder. But that scared him out of the position, and we are in fifth. I am going to make sure fuel sets to just fuel it up all the way. Don't need it to try to short fuel us for no reason. But we are actually 47 laps away from having to do a green flag stop at one of the hardest pit entries there is. And hopefully we get there so that the people that have pit aren't completely screwed over. Where is Dakota in his fight? I've lost track of him. Dakota is in 11th and closing in on getting his lap back. Tracy is only a few seconds behind us. Just absolutely dominating this. But I don't want to pit yet because we can't make it to the end from here. We got to get to 150. We're getting a lot of people starting to pit, so I don't know if they're hitting meatballs or what's happening.
20.646.
My dad's still running. He's in 12th right now. About to go 2 laps down in 12th. We're about to go a lap down in 5th. We just got to make it a couple more laps here and then attempt to pit, which is going to be extremely difficult. Actually, my dad is currently racing Colton, so he's got to be feeling good about himself. Ooh, big loose. Right now, I think I just need to manage the next 30 laps and just not do too much to my tires, because everyone pitting early has me worried that they are having tire wear issues. And if we slide it a bunch, that's not going to be good for us.
20.906.
Because I know fuel-wise, they wouldn't have burned 36 more laps of fuel than us. But what an absolutely great race.
20.8.
But now the tricky part where people get on fresh tires and are going to be way quicker. And that is going to cause some moments. My dad just passed Colton. We got a car on fresh tires coming, so I'm not going to attempt to pass Dan yet. We got another one coming, and then we got Dakota coming to pass us for position.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not outside. Car inside. Clear.
And he's been in the pits, but he's going to have to pit again.
21.391.
But he still might end up beating us because he's going to be even with us.
Car outside. Still there. Keep low. 20.7.
Try not to overdrive it here.
Still there. Clear up top.
Dan gives us plenty of room off the corner. Tracy closing in.
20.8.
Getting close to those pit stops. I'm not going to try to hold him off. It's not going to matter. We're going a lap down no matter what happens unless the yellow comes out. Colton getting a little loose on entry there. Connor's going to be trying to get his lap back to go one lap down. He gets that.
20.703.
Stay high.
Car inside. Still inside. Clear inside.
Oh. Colton getting up out of the way there for fresh tires.
20.939.
20 laps till we pit. It looks like we could come in 10 laps early,
Outside.
but
Outside.
I don't want to risk it. Colton just lets us go.
20.772. Outside. Stay low. Clear.
Okay. Got a little loose there.
20.682.
Dakota's trying to find a way around Tracy. But he's also now on almost 60 lap old tires, so he's kind of lost that advantage of the fresher tires.
20.697.
See what we can do here for the final 17 laps of this run.
Car stop down low. Go high.
And we got one had pitted. Dante had pit issue there. I assume just overdrove it, ended up not getting turned in because it sneaks up on you. We got another smoker. I don't know if they ended up in the pits or what happened, or maybe it's Dante still.
20.694.
Barely get this thing to go forward. Wesley on fresh tires.
Car inside.
It's going to open the door for Dakota. We get a massive push there.
Car inside. Still there.
And it feels like rights are just completely gone now.
1.002.
I can't get it to turn. I think we've hit that, either the heat or the wear, at the point where it just will not do anything. But I want to get it a few more laps.
21.095. Still there. Still there. Clear inside.
Just get a few more laps here so that we're safe.
Car outside.
We got 20 laps of fuel.
Still there. Hold your line. 21.152. Clear high.
I appreciate the guys whose races have went off early that are still chugging along.
Car outside. Clear outside if you want it.
Brandon has hit pit road.
20.899. You're back in fifth.
I need Dakota to pass Tracy, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that. So right now we're not lucky dog, and we will have to pit if a yellow does come out, because we're just out of fuel. We're going to lose a bit of time to everyone that pit, but I think they're going to have to pit again, which is fine for Dakota because he went early enough. So he's going to essentially be on the same strategy as us.
20.68.
But we got a few to let by. It is not turning in the corners at all. And then we will start thinking about pitting.
Say hi. Say hi. There's a car on the low side. Clear. 20.867.
Did not think this was going to be an issue, but great job to everyone for keeping it clean, not overdriving. Maybe I forgot to turn cautions on.
Inside. 21.014. Say hi. There's a car on the low side. Clear inside.
Double check that fuel is just full fuel. Make sure that we're getting 4 tires because we absolutely need them. We're not going to need the 4 sets in the pits right now. I mean, we could have used them about 100 laps ago, but... And there's a little wall hit for no reason. Brandon coming through.
20.77.
He just passes Nick for position. Nick had pit earlier.
Inside. Clear inside. 20.892.
It looks like he's struggling a bit off the corner, but maybe he's just really being easy on it. to save his tires. He did fall off fairly quick.
Clear inside.
Alright, well, I guess it's time for us to pit. We've only got 10 laps of fuel left, and if we haven't had a caution other than that first one yet. I don't think we're going to have one, especially since most people have pit, so Connor has caught us and is going to be like a lap ahead of us, but I'm going to take this very easy just because it is very difficult. We lost a bunch of time there, but
Pit box in 5, 3.
obviously did not practice green flag stops.
Right here.
Tires, 6163. Very surprised by that, but tire heat was definitely way up there.
Okay, go.
Now try to remember how to drive with grip and see where we come out in this mess. I think we're 2 laps down now. You don't need to set best laps. Just be very patient on throttle. We're a lap down to most of the people that we were racing.
Car outside. Clear outside. 19.777.
But who would have thought that lap 100 pit stop or lap 75 pit stop would play out so much better than going halfway.
19.629.
Colton's yet to pit. He's got to come in a couple of laps. He's just kind of hoping for a big gain from
Car outside.
a caution.
547. Clear.
But with all the people that have already pit early that have flown past him and lapped him, it's really not going to work out that well. So, but we're going to be going back around all those people.
19.5.
We got a very long ways to go to catch them. Thankfully, they are falling off after 50 laps.
Still there. Clear high. 19.665.
I'm just amazed by this. This is ridiculous. We're in 11th.
502.
I think in reality we're 7th place, maybe 6th,
The leader's pitting now.
once it all cycles. But we'll see if the leaders can, you know, it's going to be easy to get a pit penalty.
19.5.
So that's another thing that could come into play. Is someone get a penalty for speeding? Do they screw up the exit, the entrance? I mean, we gave up quite a bit of time being so slow on entry, but
19.578.
so Dakota was right with us for position when we pit. So we've unlapped ourselves from him.
Clear up top.
Key thing is trying to get back on the same lap as him to the leader, which will hopefully happen in just a few seconds. Gavin gets his lap led.
19.839 outside. You're in the top 10. Still there.
think this is to get back on the lead lap for the moment. Because we made up a bit of ground on Tracy.
20.034.
But Tracy will soon be coming back at us because he can't be that far behind. We passed Gavin, I think. Oh no, we are not. Connor is the leader right now. Just ahead of us in the 2 car.
783.
Right now we're the lucky dog.
11, just set the fastest lap. 19.1.
That is Mitch in 11th, setting fast laps.
19.71.
Nante having a blink. I've got to be aggressive here, Dan. I've got people coming up on me for the lucky dog. And getting on the lead lap is just right there.
Still there, hold your line. Keep low. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. 20.03. Stay low. Clear.
Alright, back on the lead lap for now. I think Mitch had a penalty or something because he lost a lot of ground. They are jammed up right there. That is why I wanted to get going. I saw Mitch coming, Billy was gaining on us. I needed to just go. About to pass Nick for position. He pit on lap 117.
Outside. Clear outside. 19.
Right now we're about 8 laps to the good on fuel, and that should expand as we get slower. I think now we just kind of take it easy. I'm not going to push it too hard. Mitch is on 10 lap fresher tires and is just quicker, so no need to get involved in anything.
995. Inside. Still there, inside. Clear.
Tracy is now the leader,
20.
so we are about to go a lap down
The leader
again.
is coming up on you. They're not outside.
Gavin's trying to get his lap back. So Gavin, staying out to lead the lap, has lost a bit. But battle for the lucky dog is not going to be fun. And I think Gavin's got it. If Billy and I go a lap down. Billy's looking quicker than us right now, but he has gained a ton on us throughout the race, so
19.978.
JP, he's on the same tires as us.
Outside.
We're a little fresher
Stay low.
as he is multiple laps down, and it says he pit on lap 150.
Still there, hold your line. 20.121. Keep low. Outside is clear.
Tracy, I'm sure, is trying to lap as many people as he possibly can, so he may be overly aggressive and cause himself issues.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. 20.068. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it.
So we got Dan and Sean just ahead, so already catching back up to Sean after getting on the same lap as him not too long ago.
Clear.
And we're a lap down again.
20.219.
We're gonna have nothing for Gavin here.
Inside.
But I honestly don't think there's going to be a yellow. I mean, that was some very close racing through a bunch of different strategies. We've made it through green flag pit stops. I mean, I must have forgotten to turn yellow flags on. It's just absolutely crazy. So Gavin only really needs to just stay on Tracy's bumper. He doesn't need to push it too hard to try to get past him, even if he is a quicker. He must have... I don't know, maybe he was just that far behind Tracy. But he only pit 2 laps later. The order is going to look so crazy, though. Like, right now, we've got 1st through 8th on the lead lap. 9th through 12th is 1 lap down. Then we got 3 people 2 lap down. Daniel's 3 laps down behind us in 16th.
20.199. Car outside. Still there. 20.152.
So Dan should be able to make it from 120. I don't think Sean's going to be able to make it, but Sean might be able to come back and pass us if he hits on lap 200. He may be able to just make it up in 100 laps if it stays green. So it's honestly a race that you might be able to make 2 stops work. And there we go, Dakota heading down. He's done 110 laps since his last pit stop. He's going in now to have 115 laps to try to make it all back up again.
Car outside. Clear up top.
Alright, that puts us into the 8th position. Gavin's still in Lucky Dog in 6th. Mitch is in 5th. Then behind us is Connor and Wesley and Brandon.
20.255.
We are about to get to lap 200 of this race. Still a long ways to go. This is a long race. Thank you, though, to everyone that shows up and runs these things. I enjoy running the long races. It's just a whole different type of racing that you gotta do. And this one has been really interesting. And I have no idea where we're gonna finish.
20.148.
Even if it stays green. Yeah, we can make it, but the people that just pit can probably catch up and pass us. Like they did once already. So hopefully I just do a little bit better job of taking care of my tires here. But I think we're going to be like 2 laps down for sure by the end of this one if it goes green. Gavin is going for the pass on Tracy. So that's getting the lucky dog sort of closer to us, but I got nothing for Billy. There's a reason he qualified as well as he did. He's just quicker than us. I think all the cars are on the other side of the track at the moment. We can see Billy in front of us, Dan behind us. Nick has come in for his second stop. Gavin has not gotten past Tracy. As some of these fresh tires start to catch them, might open the door for Gavin.
Inside 20.41. Still there, inside, clear.
Got Dakota on his fresh tires coming up behind us. So we could easily see him in about 30, 40 laps passing us for position. But again, he's just got to hope no caution.
20.372.
Now, if there is a caution, the big question is going to be take a wave around, pit, like is gaining a lap but being a little bit slower.
20.3.
Are we going to just start wrecking at the end of this one? You know, what is going to be the right call in that?
Car inside 20.342. Clear.
But let's see how many laps it takes Dakota to catch us from a lap down. Lap 200's when he passes us. He's on 15 lap old tires.
20.525.
We're gonna have a few more people doing that as well. Sean is on pit road.
20.168.
Looks like my dad didn't screw up his pit stop. He's still in 13th, 2 laps down.
20.232.
Definitely didn't need the 2.5 hours. We've got an hour and 20 minutes left on the timer, so we've definitely done very well. Only about an hour and 10 minutes into this race. That's usually the length of the normal races we do, so Wesley's back on pit road.
20.377.
So we've still got About 92 laps left.
20.297.
94 laps left. Whatever the leader's lap is. Wesley, he's a lap down to us. But he's on absolute fresh tires. He has done the right call.
20.4.
Whatever his, if he pit on lap 100, it looks like that pit on 100, pit on 200 was the better strategy, unless you're Tracy, who was just way quicker than everyone.
20.377.
But for us normal people in the mid-pack, 2 stops for an all-green race is the way to go.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear up top. 20.578.
So we're probably going to end up finishing like 10th if it goes green. Just because we're going to get slower and slower and slower as these tires start to yell at me for getting off the corner. And they are going to be on 50 to 60 lap fresher tires. So, yeah, absolutely did not see that being a thing. It is crazy that that's actually working. So it looks like JP's on pit road. Has he called it quits, or is he gonna finish this one out? Looks like we've got 16 people on track if he's calling it quits, which is just going to make it that much easier to go green the rest of the way. But I think he's come back out, so good to see. You know what? Sean must have had an issue on pit road because he's still a lap down behind us. Now, Connor in the 2, he just needs to pit. The longer he waits, the worse it's going to be for him because he's going to have less time to catch up and more of a chance of getting trapped. So he just needs to come in now because he's clearly dropping off. He's just ahead of us now in 5th. He's gone a lap down. Unless he can make it, but I don't think he can from 116. Because I mean we're 12 laps to the good and we pit at 150.
20.446.
But again, I think everyone else is on the other side of the track. We got no one around us now. Billy is pulling away from us slowly. Starting to have issues off the corner. Yep, JP's back out. Thank you to him for continuing on.
20.431.
Sean will be tracking us down, but not as quick as I thought he would. So it might not be as doom and gloom as I thought. Maybe they were more than a lap down to us. Because, well, Wesley's 7 seconds behind us. Wesley's going to make it work and pass us. 5.3 though from gaining another spot. Dan's on pit road.
20.395.
Frank is on pit road.
20.598.
Really, I just gotta not get loose off the corner. I don't think it really matters what line I run. Just kind of make sure I don't slip up, because I think that's where most of the heat issues is coming from, is having the little wobbles on the backstretch. So we'll just stay high, let all these fresh tires go around. Not that we have a choice in it.
Clear, car inside. Still inside. Clear. Car inside.
And Wesley's 2 seconds behind us.
Still there at the bottom. Still there, hold your line. 21.16. Clear inside.
Thankfully, I think Mitch is closer to in front of us than behind us. Yep. Gavin has gotten around him. Gavin is in third.
.578.
Wesley with the 2-stopper.
20.462. Inside.
Just flying past us.
Still there, hold your line.
Dakota, 8 seconds behind us on the 2-stopper. Oh, and we got a yellow.
Yellow flag. Line up, single file.
And it is
Pit road
Billy.
closed. Catch 19 car. Past the
And
pace
that
car. Catch
hurts
up,
the
19
2-stoppers.
car.
They're going to have to do a wave around. What is our situation here? Alright, so what we've got going on is we are 1 lap down. A lot of these people that are currently 1 lap down that just pit are going to do a wave around. I think we do a wave around here and then just hope for a caution. Rather than allowing the people 2 laps down to get on the same lap as us.
Car 97. Got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside.
Brandon gets the lucky dog.
The pit road is now open.
But yeah, that caught a few people out. Connor had just pit. That was just unfortunate, but absolutely amazing that I can say that that's our first real caution on lap 233 that the leaders are on. So we're going to take a wave around. And not a whole lot of people are doing that. So we're going to be really slow. But we're going to gain that lap back. And if there's a caution, we benefit massively from it. Because if we pit, we're just a lap down. There's nothing we can do. Wesley, what are you doing? Why are you pitting? You just pit. Oh, Wesley, you could have been on the lead lap. I think he also got confused because if he was going to pit, he should have pit there, but I don't know if he knew he was a lap down. Only the leaders have to wait a lap. I've changed the phrasing on that little message to kind of indicate only leaders, but I don't know if I've made it clear enough. Alright, well, we're going to be hoping for a caution now. But we had to do this.
1 lap to green. Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed. 42.268.
Frank, not paying attention. Go, guys. Jesus. Should be able to get around in time.
About to go green. Stay focused. The pace car is off.
That kind of screwed us over.
2, 4, 4.
Wait until exit at 2.
Green flag.
Yep.
You're back in fifth.
Well, we're just going to have to hope for a yellow. We're going to be really slow right now, but
20.0.
we were going to be slow anyways.
Just set the fastest lap. 19.04.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the yellow, though. Tire's cooling down. It is
The car in P1
not
just
friendly
set
at the
fastest
moment.
lap. 18.979.
Might have been a bad call.
0.048.
I should have pit when I seen that most people didn't stay out.
The car in P1 just set the
But
fastest lap. 18.
they're all bunched up.
945.
They may wreck. It may work out for us. It just sucks that we lost a bunch of time. I didn't want to delay the yellow so that we could catch up, because it would look like I'm trying to help myself out, but I don't know what Frank was doing there.
20.058.
But 4 more laps and we're going to be a lap down again. So it might not work out at all for us, but it was worth a shot. It's not like we were going to win.
20.062.
The speed is really going to fall off though once the tires heat up, so
20.19.
you never know. Could be a yellow just at the right time. We could get a lucky dog. Doubtful though. Dakota is right now in the lucky dog position and will be quicker than us and is only 3.6 seconds behind. But it turns out when you go 230 laps green, counting on people to wreck, it's probably not the right call. Big shove. Probably better though.
20.257. Say hi. There's a car on the low side. Say hi. Clear inside.
Gavin running in third.
Car inside. Keep high. Clear.
And we are about to lose the lucky dog spot, but
20.501.
again, it was worth a shot. but probably going to go another lap down by the end of this one. To finish way worse than what we were in.
Still inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
No shove massively there again.
20.586. Clear. The car inside.
Brandon in 4th after his lucky dog.
Clear inside. Inside 20.5.
Wesley passing us.
Stay high, there's a car on the
He
low
pit for
side.
tires,
Clear.
which I was very surprised about. Oh, and then he gets into Brandon. No caution.
Inside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Outside. Clear. Car inside.
Somehow Brandon doesn't go all the way around there. I was fully expecting it.
Still inside. Still inside.
That cost us more time. We're definitely going to go another lap down.
20.696. Car inside. Still there. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. Inside.
Getting passed by my dad.
Down at the bottom. 20.571. Clear. Still there. Clear inside.
And then we're about to lose our spot to Connor and go to 8th. And we could very well end up in 11th by the end of this if it goes green. Bad call. I shouldn't have done it. I don't know, I just thought we'd get a quick caution, bunching everyone back up again.
20.345.
Good news is we're still essentially in the same spot we were going to finish right now, but we'll see what happens in 40 laps when everyone's passing us again. Just getting a massive shove in the corner when I overdrive 3.
20.516. Still there, inside. Keep high. Still there.
And here comes Tracy and Mitch again.
20.843.
Yeah, we're gonna end up really bad.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
But again, it was worth a shot to try to get back on the lead lap.
20.655.
Try to put a lap in between us and everyone else. But we just needed that quick caution to happen where we'd get a whole lap back and then put on tires. Because a quick caution after we put tires on, the leaders aren't going to pit again. And then they're all going to get off sequence and not do a lot of pitting. So Had to try it then, I felt like, but definitely the wrong call. And if we get lapped again, then we're going to be trapped 2 laps down and have to take tires and just really have no shot at making up any positions. So
20.348.
we're kind of forced into taking a wave around again if we go 2 laps down. 1 lap down, go ahead and take tires because there's still a lot of people to get positions from. 2 laps down, we're just in a really bad spot
20.43.
because there's only 3 other people on track 2 laps down. But yeah, if this goes green, we could end up in 11th. But again, just felt like I had to try it.
20.474. The leader is coming up.
Doesn't matter too much. Tires are definitely not happy off the corner now.
.495. .503.
Come on, yellow flag, save my race.
20.413.
Not gonna happen.
.532. Car inside, still there.
Massive nose shove again. And we're 2 laps down, on our way to 11th. Gotta hold on for 28 more laps here. And that is just enough time for everyone to pass us again, since we're nearly a second off pace. Mitch has a moment there and looked like he got the wall.
20.512.
But it's almost over. Ridiculously long race. Again, thanks to everyone for coming out. This type of racing is so much fun to me. Gavin has gotten into second.
20.482.
We just gotta hope that the guys that are 2 laps down have burnt their tires up enough to be as slow as we are now.
20.489.
It's the only hope we have. Don't think Gavin's gonna get Tracy though. That's a very large lead. But he's having a good run. Because not many people have been able to stay on the lead lap.
20.5.
And he had to get his lead lap back the hard way by passing Tracy. To go, I believe. Looks like everyone has started to even out with our pace, so we might be able to hold on to 8th, which is right where we were running anyways.
20.5.
I think we lost 1 spot out of it. So we will just call that good if we can hold on to it.
Still there, inside. Still there. 20.75.
Should have just let him go.
At the bottom.
I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, how far till we get past? We got Colton 3 seconds behind us. Pushing it harder. We're holding even with him. Looks like we can hold on to an 8th place.
20.416.
Yeah, we're pulling away from him. Alright. As long as we don't have a major mistake, but he might be letting people go. Or no, he's actually trying to pass Mitch right now. Mitch is falling off hard, so still not in the clear yet, but it's getting better looking every lap. Tough race. I say that this is even harder than Bristol. Just because Bristol, you don't really have the corner exit, having to just baby it off the corner. Yeah, Bristol's tighter and a little quicker. But I feel like the actual driving here is much harder to do than 300 laps at Bristol, but the racing at Bristol is a bit harder since the lines tend to go away. Dan in 12th place. Get him around us. And we got Colton 2 seconds behind us, so I don't want to lose too much time with us being side by side. Brandon has gotten up to 3rd. Colton has cleared everyone that is laps ahead of us. So now it's just him and I for the last 8 laps, 9 laps. But we got a 1.7 second advantage. But he's got about 100 lap fresher tires, so. Okay, maybe not that much. 80 lap. Oh, he's pushing hard though. He just had a moment into the corner. shit, he is much quicker. Does he have the laps?
20.57.
Stomping on throttle is not going to help my situation. .1. I think we're okay. As long as I don't have a moment. How many laps are left in this thing? 4 to go, it says.
20.671. 20.65.
He's so much quicker right now.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Leader's at 2 to go. Can we hold him off? He's not getting good corner exits, so that's the only thing that we've got is we've got track position. We hold the high line even if he gets under us. I don't think he's going to have the traction off the corner.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
1 to go.
20.739.
Absolutely ridiculous race. So many green flag laps. Awesome job by everyone. Great job to Tracy, just dominating this race. Holy crap. JP does finish it out.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
I know that's rough to
Solid work.
essentially be out of it and do a long race like this, but what an awesome job by everyone. Just crazy. But we get 8th, and our bad decision doesn't bite us too much. 60-69 there at the end. But, yeah, Tracy just dominated. But Gavin, I mean, right there, 6.2 behind him. So, that's just, that's a nuts race. Absolutely crazy. So, let's go check out and see what happened in the race, because there was a few issues that didn't cause yellows. Tracy 78-78, but that was after pitting. But still very even. Let's turn that down a little bit. So, okay, Dante just looked 3 wide and just kind of got his nose in a bad spot. Dan got checked up there, so not going to blame that on anyone. And threw the yellow so that his race wasn't ruined, because otherwise he was going to be many laps behind. And Colton, that's why Colton didn't get the lucky dog. He was coming around and then he gets going and then they, okay. That is what happened. And we get a lockup contact. Frank gets hit there, and they keep it going in sort of the right direction. And then Kyle up into the wall after that. Gonna see some wall hits. And yeah, we're not gonna watch a bunch of wall hits, but let's see. Looks like Kyle's just pulling it in. Rick, he gives up at lap 100. I think that was his spin, possibly out of pit road. I thought it was out of pit road, but oh no, it was a self-spin there. I thought he got it going in the right direction. I definitely didn't want to ruin the run, and thankfully I didn't, because he blew his engine, so it would have really been pointless to throw a yellow for him. So then we get Zach, who gives up at halfway, and that is due to he falls out. So he might not have wanted to give up. James then goes to about the same point, and he just pulls it in and gets his pit stop, never leaves. Then Dante, we see, goes till 171, and he's blinking and blinking and blinking, and I think he calls it quits because of connection issues there. So then we get Billy, who was the caution, and it looks like my dad was the cause of that. Let's see what happened there. Yep, he just turns down off the corner. Where are you going? And unfortunately that destroys Billy, so yeah, that's not good. Then we don't have another caution after that, do we? So that's it, because we had one caution. So just crazy that we did green flag pit stops, 230 laps of racing. Of course, my dad screws it up there and just turns left on a straightaway. So he's long race. He probably lost focus. He is not used to doing longer races like this. But let's take a look at results. And Tracy wins and fast lap. So he gets a big chunk of points there. And Shane wasn't here, unfortunately. So I think that, we'll see how that plays out on points. Let me get that pulled up. I don't know if Tracy was close enough to jump Mitch or how it's going to work out. No, Tracy missed a few. So Mitch gets the championship over Colton. Shane gets third, Tracy fourth, and Gavin tied for fourth with Tracy. I get sixth. Dante, Wesley, Nick, and Dan. And yeah, so congrats to Mitch. It was a weird little format on the points, just trying to cause a little shake-up in things. But thanks to everyone that came out. Hope you enjoyed this season, using up a new track for 6 weeks. And yeah, we'll see what we do next. Thanks for watching.